Hey guys, it's Al with techmadeezy. Dual blade by GREENWORKS. Dual battery and dual blade? Is that insane? Hey, it's been a few years since I've done a review on a GREENWORKS, and the last time I did it was a GREENWORKS 60-volt Pro, and this is what they call Ultra Power Pro now. What does that mean, Ultra Power Pro? Guys, this is a steal right now, just so you'll know. I mean, it's like half the price. 60-volt dual blade and dual battery, 22-inch. Now I'm going to be doing an unboxing, a close look. I'll go over detailed specs, and I will come out with my full review soon. So why don't we go ahead and check this out. Hi, it's Al from techmadeezy with a real quick message. I just want to let you know the video you're about to watch is not sponsored. We went out and bought the products ourselves. So, if you like our video, please give us a thumbs up. It definitely helps. Share our video. And lastly, we hope you subscribe to our channel and become a part of the family. Thank you. By the way, guys, just so you'll know, again, we are only doing a unboxing, a close look, and detailed specs. As you can see there on the bottom, we're going to have a full review coming out soon. We are still waiting for our grass to grow. Before we take our close look, let me go ahead and give you some model information and pricing. So MSRP on this is $599. There is the exact model number, and the kit does include an 8 amp hour battery and a charger. Let's go ahead and get this unboxed. There she goes. We are going to take a close look in a moment. I'll go ahead and show you what's included. So you do get a side discharge. You get a couple of booklets for everything, for the mower, for the batteries, for the charger. You get a charger, and you get a 8 amp hour battery. That can take 2 batteries too, by the way, so it's been a while. And the bagger, by the way, came pre-installed. So let's go ahead and do our close look. Afterwards, I'll give you some detailed specs. And don't forget, our full review will be coming up soon. Let's go ahead and take a look at the charger and the battery real quick. So the charger is a 360-watt charger. So it's not a fast charger, and it is not a slow charger. That's pretty good. It's got a fan, so that's good. It'll keep the battery cool while it's charging. The connectors are not covered. Maybe they should do that in the future. That'll help, obviously, as you get dust and dirt on your connectors. And you can mount this. It has 2 areas here, one here and one here. You can mount this on a wall if you want. Slide the battery right on. The battery, let's see, how does that work? The battery slides right in, and then it'll hang on the wall like that. So that's not bad. Let's take a look at the battery real quick, and you'll see here that branding, right? That Ultra Power 60 volt. Again, this is their Pro Mower. So Ultra Power 60 volt. This is a lithium ion battery, 8 amp hour. One thing I like is they put these kind of grooves on the side of the battery so you can pull it out easier. As you can see, it's got some space there. They also improved the fuel gauge. So look at this. It's obviously much brighter. Nice big button. So that's pretty nice. And let's continue on. Let's take a look at the battery compartment. First off, does this stay open? So it doesn't. Now it's got a soft close feature with a little magnet to keep it closed, so it won't open while you're mowing. And again, this is a handle, so that's kind of nice. Handle here, I like that. Let's open this up and let's take a look inside. So you've got a key for safety. I like that. This is storage, by the way, this side, and this side is your active side. I really was excited and hoping that this would have been both active to extend runtime. But you can see here that the connectors are exposed. I would have liked to see those covered. They do have drain holes. Again, this is IP rated. I'll cover that while I cover the specs. Now, the battery has some holes down there on the bottom, and they basically, this will just go in here, push in, All right. And I don't think you'll see the battery fuel gauge. Nah, you can't see that. Okay. But to take it out, just push this in, pull the battery out. Again, I like that they have these kind of grippy handles here. So again, makes it easier. Push it in, push that. So I like that. Not bad. So let me show you something real quick with the handle height. So they've got these holes here that work pretty well. You go over here, and you put your finger in one and finger in the other. You pull it up. See that? And then you can, adjust the handle height. So it's got two settings. That's one. And that's another. That's it. It only has two handle settings. So who knows if it'll work for everyone. But let me show you something. I want to see if the handle gets in the way of lifting the mower. Okay, so that's locked in place. And then you would use these two guys, this one here and this one here, to lift the mower. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Taking a look at the side discharge on the steel deck, right? 22-inch steel deck. You'll see here that you've got this metal pin, and you're going to catch, the side discharge on both sides. So you'll take this, you'll put it right on there, just like that. And just close it. That's it. It'll sit on top, and now you can side discharge. As far as wheel size is concerned, you get 8-inch in the front, and you get 10-inch in the back. So you could see the grip pattern here, and it is slightly flexible. Now, these are not solid, and obviously in most cases they're not going to be solid, but you could see here how they're built. They're reinforced pretty well. That's not too bad. Obviously the motor is going to be in the back, rear-wheel drive. And let's now cover this new built-in mulch plug. Let's take a look at that. I'm going to take the bagger off in order to do that. So here's this switch that they have now for the built-in mulch plug. Basically, you just push this down to move it. It won't move on its own, but it needs to be pushed down to move. So let's leave it on bag for a minute. We'll take a look back there. And I'll open up the door, and you'll see it's wide open. And there it is, right there on the right side. Now let's go ahead and close it and see if there's any gaps. So it's now closed all the way. There's no other alternative. And the only thing I'm concerned with is there's definitely some room here. So if I could zoom in and show you the gap here, which means that, grass is probably going to get out of here somehow. Again, just zooming in. So here's the deck height settings. You've got 7 settings. Now it's on the lowest now. Let me bring it up. You can see, and it actually has a spring that kind of makes it easier to lift up, just so you'll know. So it's all the way on 7 now. So this is 1 to 4 inches, just so you'll know, as far as cut's concerned. Now, other companies are doing 8 settings. I've not seen 9 yet. I think they've done that to kind of get a little bit more accurate, as far as your adjustments are concerned. This is really strong steel. The handle, doesn't stick out of the wheel. I'm a little concerned that this might get caught up in bushes, but I don't think it'll come out. So there you go. That's a look at the deck height. Something weird to mention. It looks like there's plastic on these handles, but there's no way to take it off. I don't want to spend half a day taking off this plastic, so I don't know why they did that without an actual peel tab, but it kind of looks weird. You could see that it's sticking out over there. Anyway, just wanted to mention that. One of the advantages to having a battery-powered mower is you can really just put this in a corner and store it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and open these two and just pull this back all the way so it'll drop. And then I should be able to use the handle so it is strong enough for me to lift it. Because then I want to, you know, obviously show you that you can store this, first of all, in your actual garage with no issues. You don't have to worry about gas or oil. But let's take a look at the blades, because this is my first time, you know, seeing a dual blade option on a GREENWORKS. Now, I don't know how sharp these are. So when you get a new mower, keep in mind you're going to definitely need to sharpen your blades. But this looks pretty clean. You know, pretty nice clean deck, dual blade. You're going to definitely have to sharpen these because I would normally feel it. And I can't wait to do an actual cutting demo. Here's your your side discharge there. Here's your mulch plug. And there's that hole that we saw. And it doesn't look as big now. Hopefully grass won't get caught in that. But this should mulch well. It should mulch well. It really shouldn't be an issue looking at it from under here. This is a nice clean deck. And that's going to create some healthy mulch for your lawn. So I like that. Now, what I want to do next is look underneath and see if I see any wires and how they seal that, right? Because again, this is IP rated. We'll cover that later in the specs. So I'm going to go ahead and measure the deck, and then I'm going to measure the blade. Let me just make sure I'm zoomed out as much as possible. So, I mean, the deck itself, I've got a 22¼ inches from edge to edge. Now, inside this lip, because this is actually a lip, let's go inside, and yeah, that should be about 22 inches inside. So there's that. As far as the blades are concerned, let's check a measurement on the blades themselves. And yeah, you're getting 21 inches like everybody else. So you're getting a 21-inch blade. Let me just try to see if I can get the other blade. Yeah, they're both 21 inches. So again, just so you can see. All right, got the 21 inches down there. And that's on the deck. So this is a flashlight. And I'm going to use it underneath to take a good look at the wiring and see what that looks like. It's made by a company called Olight. You've probably heard of them. I honestly did not know about them. This is a really small flashlight. They call it an EDC, everyday carry. You can put it on your belt clip or whatever, and it comes in a rechargeable case. This is a Fighter Pilot Edition, and that's what the video image looks like. All right, I'm going to put a little image in the upper left-hand corner. I'll put a link in the video description if you want to check it out. We did testing, but let's go ahead and use this to take a look under the deck and check out the wiring. I decided to move the mower for a minute, you know, just lift it up. But when I use the light here to look back, I don't see anything. This thing looks really, really tight. I think they did a really good job. You know, I mean, there's nothing. Everything's enclosed. You've got this cable here that's connected, but it's covered nice. I love the bar. Obviously, this protects, you know, the motor in the back for the rear-wheel drive. That protects it. Nice steel. But got no complaints. Really, look at that. Is that nice or what? Very, very nice. We're going to go spend some time going over this. I do want to show you they have a fuel gauge. So right now we only have about 25% or less, but you do have 25, 50, 75, and 100. So that's nice that you have that right in front of you. And then you have your turbo button. Well, let's go ahead and I guess let's start this up. Here is your self-propel. Let me move into better lighting. Your self-propel. As you can see, slow as a turtle, fast as a rabbit, and there are really no clicking points, but it is tight, I will tell you. So if you want to put it in the middle, I'll give you the speeds in the specs later on. I don't have them with me right now, but I'm going to leave that on slow for a minute. But again, you know, I guess the mower needs to be on in order for you to use self-propel. So that's interesting. Normally, you don't have to have that. So let's go ahead and press this button and start her up. Let's just hear how she sounds. it's really not a noisy mower. And it doesn't have those squeechy sounds like some of the mowers out there. Again, that means something to someone that's going to be mowing. Some people can't take that, the squeechy sounds. So self-propel, right? You got right or left. You can use either one. And again, here is, if you're going to start, you push this in. And you can use the left or the right. You got your turbo button there. That's pretty simple, to be honest with you. And again, it's hard to tell, but this is high enough for me. I'm 6'2". But if you've got someone that's shorter, you can bring it down one more setting. So let's just do that again real quick. So you drop these two, and it's a decent drop. So this is not the one for me. My lower back would get to me using this lower one. So this would probably work for your loved one. But I would need to have it on the higher setting there. There you go. That'll work for me. Here's a look at the bagger. All right, so again, steel. This is already assembled, so I like that. And let's check this here for a minute. So, I've had problems with other manufacturers, but this seems pretty strong. Now, why am I making a deal out of this? If this is kind of flimsy, you could get grass leakage out, first of all. Even though the mulch plug is closed, if you saw during our close-up, there was a little hole there. So I like that this closes nice and tight. It's got a pretty decent spring. Look at that. That's not bad at all. So that's nice. And the bagger basically will clip on to both sides easily. So you can see here it's holding on steel and it's holding on steel. This will close the bag. So when you put this down, it'll create that seal. So you don't get bad, grass coming out. That should work fine. So one thing I wanted to show you also is you do have LED lights if you need to mow and it's getting a little dark. So it's got one on each side. I'm a little disappointed though, obviously, because it only has one LED on this side and one LED on this side. So I don't think it'll be bright enough. I guess we'll find out when we do our testing, but I just wanted to make you aware. I'm going to go ahead and go over detailed specs now. I'll give you MSRP again. It's $599 for the kit. Comes with an 8 amp hour battery and a charger. And the model number is right there. So GREENWORKS' statement is that this is a 3/4 acre mower. So it can cut up to a 3/4 of an acre with the 8 amp hour battery. Now this is a 4-in-1. So you'll be able to mulch, you'll be able to bag, you'll be able to side discharge, and then they say this has the feature called turbo leaf pickup. So I'm assuming you would have to turn turbo on and obviously put the mower into bagging mode. The deck on this is a 22-inch steel deck. It is brushless. The motor is brushless. Self-propel. The speeds are 1.57 miles per hour to 3.34 miles per hour. Now the deck does have that integrated mulch plug that we showed you during the close-up. And the deck height, you can go anywhere from 1 inch to 4 inches when you're going to cut your lawn. So if you want a 1-inch cut, you drop it to the bottom. If you want a 4-inch cut, you raise it all the way up. The handle has 2 height settings. I really wish it had at least 3. But it has 2 height settings. So if you're shorter, you would use the lower setting, and if you're taller, you would use the higher setting. Now, this is a dual blade system. This is the first time I've ever seen GREENWORKS with a dual blade. So that's pretty interesting. And the max RPM is 3,000 RPMs. So it does come with an 8 amp hour lithium-ion battery. It has dual battery slots, but keep in mind, only one is active. The other one is storage only. There is no connectors, so it's not going to switch over. So when your battery is dead, you would open up the battery slot and move the one from the storage into the active slot. Now, the runtime stated by GREENWORKS is up to 60 minutes with the 8 amp hour battery. charging the battery takes about 80 minutes. And on the handle, right in the control center, you actually have a fuel gauge, so you know where your battery is at all times. We showed that during the close-up. And as far as LED lights are concerned, the mower does have LED lights. It actually has one LED on the left side and one LED on the right side. As we finish up our detailed specs, the birds are chirping, as you can see. So let's talk about wheel size. The back wheels are 10-inch wheels, ball bearing wheels, and the front are 8-inch wheels. And the IP rating on this is IPX4, and I'll pull up an image so you can see what IPX4 means. Lastly, the weight on this mower is 72 pounds, and that's without the battery. And the warranty on this is pretty nice. You actually get a 4-year warranty on the mower and a 4-year warranty on the battery. I like that the warranty matches. It's kind of nice to have. So, first impression, first of all, my review's coming on this, just so you'll know. So please give me some time. My grass is not growing yet. You know, it's just started to be spring. Now, the first thing I like on this is, as I do this video, this thing is on sale, I think at Tractor Supply for like $399. I mean, this is a $600 package. So for $399, that is amazing. Now, what I don't like, I would say I wish both battery ports were active so it would just switch over, especially being a Ultra Power Pro, right? If you're going to use that statement, then you should have your batteries connected to be able to switch over. This is storage only on this side. I like the new battery design. I like the handle. By the way, you can grab it this way. I like that. I like the fuel gauge is updated. I wish this stayed open, but it has a soft close. You got bigger wheels. You've got a 22-inch deck. You've got nice beefy handles, so you could lift this up, which is nice. Excuse me, you get actual side discharge, which is nice. They give you an 8 amp hour battery. That's not bad. So that's it for now, and look forward to our review coming out soon. All right, guys. Well, I sure hope our video helped you in some way. And if it did, do me a big favor and give us a thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate that. And hey, if you could share our video with your friends and your family, that would be awesome. I'm going to put my social media channels right up top. If you want to follow us on social media, go right ahead and send us a message. Let us know that you did. And hey, check out our new Tesla channel. When you get a chance, just look us up at My Tesla Journey 1. And subscribe if you can. I'm going to put a video here on the right side of the screen where my finger is. If you have time, check that out. And if you want to subscribe to our channel here at Tech Made Easy, all you got to do is click this round Tech Made Easy logo right there, and you'll be able to subscribe on the spot and join the family. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.